Right, it's now time for the Academy FM exclusive. As in the studio, as mentioned earlier, we've got local professional boxer Josh Kennedy. Welcome to the studio, Josh.
Thanks for having me.
Now, Josh, before we talk about your exclusive, how's life been since winning your first professional title back in July?
It hasn't changed much, really. Like I said, although I'm proud of the title, it's not really a prestigious one. But I'm not going to take it away from myself. I did well to win it. But it's pretty normal. Back into training this week and last week, looking for the next big thing.
All right. So, can you tell the listeners that perhaps didn't follow the news at the time how that fight for the title went?
Yeah. So my opponent got disqualified in the third round for pretty much trying to break my neck. But up until that point, I was winning quite comfortably. A bit disappointed didn't go the distance because I trained for a long time for it. But a win's a win, and I'm proud of it.
Okay, well, congratulations on that. Now, for those listeners that do not know, Josh goes around schools in Shepway, sort of sharing his story, trying to inspire young people. And I know you've already had a busy calendar for this academic year for visits to schools all around Shepway. But sort of as a result of your work in the community, you were a star on Radio News in the summer. So can you sort of tell everyone a bit about that?
Yeah, I was contacted by the Fixes programme who do documentaries on young people and their stories. Obviously, mine was trying to get kids to focus a lot more on school, because obviously what you do in school sets you up for the rest of your life, and they found out a bit about me and they've done a story on me and it got really good reviews.
Well, if anyone missed that and want to see it, then they can still view it on your Facebook page, is that correct?
Yeah, they can see it on my Facebook page. You should type in Josh Kennedy Boxing, or my YouTube channel, again, Josh Kennedy Boxing, and it's even featured on my website, which is again joshkennedyboxing.co.uk.
Yeah, no, be sure to take a look. Great story. And again, you've got good coverage and exposure for you and all the good work that you do. Now, so we've got people that have been hanging on before obviously going out for the day, perhaps, that are waiting for this big news. So go on then, let's hear it. What have you got lined up?
So me and my manager was discussing the other day, and he put my name forward for an English eliminator. Now what that is if I box someone else and the winner out of them is then the #1 challenger for the English title. So hopefully late October or November I'll be fighting a young man called Lucian Reed, who's also undefeated. He boxes under Frank Warren, 5 fights, 5 wins, and the winner of that will be the #1 challenger for the English title. So hopefully my next fight after that will be for the English Championship.
And also there's also talk that perhaps this next fight will also include the Southern Area title as well.
Yeah, so the Southern Area title's just become vacant, and I'm in talks with my manager next Saturday, and I'm going to try and get that fight as an English eliminator and the Southern Area, so I get a belt as well as the #1 challenger spot.
Okay. What do you know about your opponent?
So he was on the scene as an amateur with me, and he was always a bit lighter than me as an amateur. A little short come forward fighter from West Ham. Loves a bit of a tear up, but obviously his boxing skills shouldn't be up to my standards, so hopefully it should be a comfortable win for me, and it's a good name on my card to have once I've beaten him.
And obviously being with Frank Warren, the chances are it could be one that you get your TV break, because I know he obviously has Box Nation, which is a sort of digital or satellite channel that people sort of subscribe to, but he has a lot of followers and stuff, and it'll give you good exposure. Yeah,
so he's just recently signed with Frank Warren from Matchroom, and his last fight was on Box Nation, so hopefully this one has been quite a prestigious fight with him and me. Hopefully it'll be televised on Box Nation and get a bit more coverage on that one as well.
Yeah, that's right. Get this one out of the way, and this opens lots and lots of doors, so things can get very exciting for next year. So how can our listeners sort of keep track of your progress then, Josh?
So most of my stuff is advertised on my website or my Facebook page, which is, again, it's just Josh Kennedy Boxing, and I'll post on there pretty much every day about my training, about my fights, pictures, loads of stuff, keep up to date with how my training camp's going. So if you get on Facebook and just literally type in Josh Kennedy Boxing, you'll have all my previous fights and all my upcoming fights and all the information on there.
Okay, thanks, Josh. Now, as ever, I'm sort of sure the listeners are right behind you and wish you all the best of luck. For those that are perhaps interested in going along to watch this fight, we will provide details of how to purchase tickets on the Shepway Sports Trust Facebook page as and when full details come out. But for now, it's time for some more tunes.